For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 14 of Season 2 here on the Career Mode Road to Glory. We are in the January transfer window now. We don't have that much money available to spend with regards buying players, but we do have the opportunity to perhaps bring a couple of players in on pre-contracts ahead of the Championship season next year. We are very much on course for automatic promotion and probably the title as well in this League One season. As you can see, 12 points clear of even second place. So having a very strong year. In fact, a stronger year this year than we did last year, despite the fact that opposition this year is better than it was last year with regards to the quality of the teams in the league we're in. But our squad has grown fantastically well, and the players that we've brought in are also equally very, very good. We're actually playing in League One with a side that is capable of finishing top half in the Championship. So hopefully by the time we get to the Championship next year, we'll be playing with a side that's good enough to get kind of safe in the Premier League, and we'll be able to get 3 back-to-back promotions. We are looking, however, to sell on a couple of players presently, so we might be able to raise some extra funds for a potential cash transfer this window, but I'm not so sure as of yet. We're looking to sell on Pierre Mingoya, Medialito, Harrison Dunk, and Leon Legg. We could probably raise maybe 2 million with the money there if we were able to get just above value for each of them, and about another £10,000-ish, £10,000 to £11,000 with regards to the wage budget. I have added a handful of players onto the shortlist that are available on pre-contracts, a couple of which still need scouting, but Callum Patterson even actually isn't available because he's only 22, not 23 or 24, which you need to be available on a pre-contract. But depending on what his value is, I might think about trying to buy him, depending on how much money we've got and how much he might cost. Looking for potential Leon Legg replacements, we're looking at Bailey Wright from Preston. Want to see what his stats look like, and Frederic Gilbert from Bordeaux as well. He's 22, a couple of years younger than Bailey Wright, and actually looks like he might be a little bit better than Bailey Wright as well. So he's probably my favourite or preferred of those two. Knowledge Musona is a player that I know absolutely nothing about, but he's available on a pre-contract, and his stats do look pretty intriguing, especially with regards to the fact that his finishing is quite good as well. I don't know if he can play in multiple positions, and he can play in a number of positions, so he might be a really good squad player to bring in, depending, of course, what his individual stats look like. Stefan Johansson is currently at Celtic, a central midfielder that, in a position we're not really looking to strengthen in, but I would be open to perhaps bringing in another central midfielder, considering we're probably going to let Dean Furman leave at the end of the season. I currently can't sell Dean Furman as he's only recently joined the club. And Florian Josefsohn, or Josefsohn, I don't know how to pronounce that, I apologise, is available on a pre-contract from PSV. Absolutely rapid, and I would be open to bringing in another right-sided midfielder, considering we're looking to sell on Pierre Mingoya. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with regards to his individual stats as well. There aren't really, as of yet, any other positions or any other players that are available on pre-contract that I'd be willing to look at. I've gone through all of my scout reports. Todd Kane looks okay, but again, I don't think these guys are actually available on a pre-contract. Stuart Dallas, meh. Mackinock, no. Aaron Gunnarsson is decent, but not really looking to bring him in. With regards to the goalkeeping situation, actually, Johnny Russell might be decent. Is he available on a pre-contract? He's not. He'd probably be well out of my price range at present, to be fair. Talking about the goalkeeping situation, the board came to me and said that I should seriously consider either playing or selling on our backup goalkeeper, Hamilton. Now, he's currently valued at £3.5 million and has the potential to become extremely good. But I'd like Will Norris to remain my number one keeper. So what I might have to do is rotate the goalkeeper situation every single game to try and keep them both happy, because I'd like to keep them both at the club if I possibly can. We have had a couple of transfer offers in here on the opening day of the transfer window. One for Lozano, which I'll most definitely be turning down because he's going to be our #1 striker for a good few seasons, I hope. And we've had a £1.9 million bid for Will Norris as well. I wouldn't, if someone offered me 4 million plus for Norris, or I don't even know whether I'd consider a bid for Hamilton, but maybe if they were offered like 8 or 9 million plus for Hamilton, I'd consider it. But obviously Will Norris is the cover star on the thumbnail of the series, so I'd very much like to avoid selling him if possible. And Hamilton has great potential, so I'd very much like to avoid selling him if possible. But we'll just have to wait and see. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. We'll start with this game away from home against Chesterfield. Then we have a game at home in the FA Cup against Yeovil Town at the weekend. And maybe we might see some transfer action between now and then as well. Ariabi. Nice tackle by Josh Coulson, but it drops to O'Shea. Oh, and he's turned me brilliantly there. The shot is deflected, and Hamilton, thankfully, is able to claim that before it goes out for a corner. What a turn by the man in the middle. Harrison Dunk gets that under control quickly. Berry will look for George Maris. Out to Blair Adams. Oh, where to go, where to go, where to go, where to go. Just go in there to George Maris, and then there's a ball there, and then there's a ball there. Time to use the pace. Joel Asoro. He stayed with me almost stride for stride there, the defender, but Asoro's turned well. And what a challenge from Ian Everett. Great block there. Pierre Mingoya will take the corner. I thought I was in there. As soon as I turned the first defender, I thought I'd made it in for a really good opportunity. We get a secondary opportunity from the second corner again. Up we go, Leon. He's up well. Oh, and he's headed just wide. Not far away from an early 1-0 lead. Dennis. Oh, I tried to close him down and missed. Nice tackle by Josh. Oh, nowhere near. Little. He's got around the outside, Leon Legg. Don't you dare, ref. Leon Legg out-muscles the man, and the referee gives a foul. If he stuck a leg in, fair enough, but is that just a shoulder to shoulder? No, he did stick a leg in. I wanted to just lean on him, but he stuck a leg in and tripped him. Oh, it's the right decision. As frustrating as it may be, O'Shea steps up to take the penalty, and that's either fantastic finish or extremely lucky. In off the post, and it gave the post a good old thwack as well. Hit a large percentage of it. Goes into the back of the net though. So we are 1-0 down after 21 minutes. Nice tackle by Mingoya. Berry gets the loose ball. Maris will, oh God, have the worst first touch you've ever seen. And now here come Chesterfield on the counter. Oh, it's a lovely through ball as well. And he's in the top, oh, inside the defender, but he's taken that first time and he had a lot more space than he perhaps thought he did. And what sort of ball that was from George Maris. That's supposed to be knocked down just to the man in front of him, which was Dean Furman, but never mind. And again, a misplaced pass from George Maris. Get this forward to Asoro and into Furman. Is there a man on the far side? There is. James Dunk. Harrison Dunk is there. I keep messing up Harrison Dunk's name for some reason in today's episode. Cleared away. Don't be half-time. Give me the corner. It is a corner, and we will get the chance to take it before the end of the first half. It's a decent whip, and I don't know who was underneath that. I think it was Josh Coulson. And the half-time whistle goes. We are 1-0 down.
Decision is a throw. It was a fair tackle.
Oh, hello. Is there absolutely any need whatsoever for that sort of pass, Ariabi? That was completely unnecessary. Leon Legg can only head that behind for a corner to Chesterfield. There's no need to show off like that, lads. It's only 1-0, and we've still got practically the full second half to try and get ourselves an equaliser. If they're starting to showboat like that already, then that's only going to wind me up and make me even more determined to get back in the game. Although I need to be throwing the ball out slightly better with Hamilton than I did there. Little, nearly tripped him there, and that would have been perhaps a second yellow for Leon Legg, but thankfully the pressure on him from said defender saw him fire that one well high and wide. Win that header, please. Great header from Josh Coulson. Asoro gets there first. Quick turn. There's Piero. Might have his time at the club coming to a close. Oh! And he's not going to end with a goal. At least not yet. Our first chance of this second half. Piero Mingoya fires that not far wide at all. Looking for the far corner. But past the post. To Maris. Back to Piero Mingoya. Asoro eventually makes the run, so we'll slot him in. And he'll have the legs to keep that in. Now, can he find the cross to find a teammate? Harrison Dunk chests that down. It's going to drop to George Maris. George, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing? You scored in real life at the weekend, although we ended up losing that game 3-1 at home to Mansfield. Chesterfield isn't that far away from Mansfield. I hope you haven't missed there to signal the fact that we're going to lose another game in League Two. I very much hope not. We did lose recently to Millwall as well in the league, and I would very much like to avoid making it 3 league defeats so far this season, if we possibly can. Put the keeper under pressure, put him under pressure. Ooh, I was too quick for my own good. I ran past the keeper. Berry. Maris. Oh, God, how can you not get that turn? Shit. Oh, hello. Nice little back heel. And O'Shea's in. Missed the tackle with Berry. Got there the second attempt. Counter-attack. Let's go, lads. Asoro, make me a run. No, don't run towards me. Why do you just make a run in behind? Oh, God. I look through there to George Maris. He's got options. One of which is Luke Berry here. Berry! Oh, what a save from Lee. Really strong right hand up there. Extremely well done. Dunk whips the corner in. All you had to do was take a touch. All you had to do was take a touch. He just stood there and watched it go past him. What an absolute moron. Piero Mingoya will get this to Asoro, into George Maris. Asoro's there. Asoro. Joel Asoro. Yes! We have the equaliser. George Maris into Joel Asoro just before the second defender comes across. Slots it into the bottom corner. Cheeky little back heel. Jink past the one man. 19 was closing in. Had to take the shot early. Did so. 1-1. Where are you going? He's turned inside. Oh, he's gone for the shot. Oh, I was waiting for the ball to be played out wide, and he just kept going and then took the shot. Hamilton makes a decent save. It's a good effort from O'Shea, actually, and that was destined for the back of the net. Corner to come in from O'Shea himself. Can he get an assist to go with his goal earlier on from the penalty spot? No, Hamilton comes to punch that nicely. I couldn't get that down with Asoro, and it's dropped to Nolan. Oh, nice tackle by Maris. Out wide to Trippic. Into Asoro, who somehow manages to bring that down and get away. I've got options, but I can't find any of them. Graham with a good tackle. Leon Legg with an all equally good tackle, but Dennis one's off with the ball. Ariyibi, nice tackle by Medialito, and he's got there to the secondary effort, or secondary ball as well. And playing Maris down the line. Right, now I need you to beat this defender, George. He's done brilliantly. Keep coming. Pull it back. And, Donahue with a clearance. Very, very nearly found the man. Trippic with the corner. In it comes. Underneath this is a defender. We'll try again. Corner on the far side. Trippic to take. In it comes. Underneath this is, well, nearly Leon Legg, but he kind of jumped next to the ball. Is that a free kick? Nothing given. All right. Coulson to Furman. Into George Maris. His touch lets him down, and the final whistle goes. It's a point away from home against Chesterfield. A difficult game, in fairness. Pleased to have come away with anything, because I really struggled to get the equaliser in the first place. We dominated after the equaliser, but still couldn't find our way into the back of the net for a second time, although Hamilton did have to make a good save at the other end from that O'Shea effort from the edge of the box. Other results, Rotherham lose, Portsmouth win, so that should see Portsmouth go second again, ahead of Rotherham. Up next, though, is the FA Cup against Yeovil, and we've had another transfer offer. Again, offers coming in for Will Norris and for Anthony Lozano. As always, though, we will be rejecting all of them, unless they're extortionate, but none of these offers are even remotely close to what I would consider an extortionate amount of money. So we'll just have to continue forward by rejecting all of the offers and see what the, hopefully, scout reports say sooner rather than later with regards other players coming in. We have 2 more emails, more transfer offers. Nicola Greco has accepted the contract. He's now into the starting lineup, or into the starting, into the first team squad, should I say, not the starting lineup. Still going to start Wiedemann on the left-hand side. Offers again for Norris and Lozano. Going to continue to reject all of these. £5.5 million, I think. Was 7 million the highest? I think 7 million was the highest we got offered, wasn't it? 6 from Leverkusen there, but again, rejecting. Lozano is already good enough to be doing a job in the, say, the bottom half of the Premier League at 75 rated, but let's have a look at Greco's stats, shall we? He's here, 68 rated, Greco, 74 acceleration. So actually, let's do it in a squad report. It'd be easier to do it on the squad report screen, won't it? Because then we can see everything in all in the one place, rather than me having to scroll around. I apparently have absolutely no ability to pronounce words today. There he is, Nicola Greco. Has the potential to be special. He has 5-star skill moves and a 4-star weak foot. Excellent. 5'7", Now, what do his stats look like? 74 acceleration, 73 sprint speed, 74 agility, 73 balance. Only 48 strength, but he's only 17 years old. 77 dribbling, 79 curve, 71 crossing. Short passing is already 69. Ball control already 68. I'm excited about the prospect of Nicola Greco. Very excited about the prospect of Nicola Greco. He will go straight onto the bench. Wiedemont will continue to be my starting left-sided midfielder for now. But Dunk, we are looking to sell, and Greco will most definitely jump into the starting, I keep saying starting when I don't mean to say starting. He'll jump into the first team squad. Put Tripic on the bench again as well, and I'll actually, by the time we get to the game against Yeovil, I'll sort the rest of the squad out, and everybody will be back where they should be, because of course we rotated the side for that Chesterfield game. But that looks like a very good scout future star. Extremely good signing for this January transfer window, and whilst we can't afford to buy players in, at least at present we can't afford to buy players in, bringing players up via the youth system looks like it's going to work wonders. An offer for Will Norris. I've got 4 people on the transfer list. How about people start bidding for those guys, the ones I actually want to sell? That would be nice. Is that going to happen before the game against Yeovil? We've 2 days for something to potentially happen. Chelsea interested in Manolas. 2 more emails. Let me guess. Bids for Will Norris and Anthony Lozano. It's a bid for Will Norris. £2 million from Leipzig. Not a chance. Like I say, it would take a massive offer for me to even consider selling players like Will Norris and Hamilton and Uche and Lozano. And Joel Mason wants to... Let me have a look at his contract. Okay, you want some more money, do you, Joel? I'll contemplate it, but I'm not overly keen on offering you a pay rise. I think I just offered him a contract extension, didn't I? Or was that someone else? That may have been someone else. Transfer offer for Anthony Lozano, £5.5 million from Lazio. He's happy at the club currently, though, and banging in the goals, so there is not a chance that I would sell him. Right then, FA Cup against Yeovil up next. Petrak, Mason, Lozano, Wiedemont. Oh, go on then, it's Wiedemont. Just realised who it was on the ball. Decent effort, headed behind for a corner by Mugabe. I love taking long shots with Wiedemont, man. He's just so good. Navarrete with a corner, whipped in. Who's underneath that? 4 different players. I've no idea who got the final touch, but it won't go out for another set piece because, they've come away with it, and Navarrete just ran straight past Butcher there, and then they've kicked it straight off the pitch. All right, well, maybe we will get another opportunity here. Quickly turning aside here with Wiedemont, but it's a poor pass, unfortunately. Oh, but Petrak could win it back, or, Mugabe could absolutely dominate Folman with his inability to have any sort of strength whatsoever. But Uche get that after the knockdown from Petrak. We'll give that in there for Folman, and I just can't get there again. I'm not having a good couple of minutes here, Folman, unfortunately. Just not doing anything right. Oh, kick that straight at Mason, but he's got it to Francois Zoko. Dolan gets past Mason that time. And I've got 2 people that are just kind of getting in each other's way there. And Norris makes the save. I couldn't quickly change player there to close the man down. Thankfully, my goalkeeper came to my rescue. Dolan to take the corner. Looking for a man at the near post, but Navarrete heads that away. Now, if Lozano can get the turn on the defender, which he can't do, we may have been able to get away. Dolan with a cross, and away by Giesel. I say away by Giesel, man. It wasn't, but the ball is now, well, as far as Smith at least. Here's Dolan again, into Lawless. Across to Zoko. Wiedemont with a tackle. Threw himself at that, but couldn't get anywhere near the ball and fired wide by the man on the edge of the box, Dixon. 0-0 after 20 minutes. Lozano. I'm going to go out wide here, eventually. To Navarrete, there we go, into Petrak. Lozano's on the outside of me. I'm going to try the shot from the edge of the box. Oh, wow, what a strike from Anthony Lozano. Comes back off the bar, but he couldn't have hit that much harder, I don't think. That was a wonderful strike. If only it had found its way into the top corner, it would probably have been a goal of the season contender. Maybe even a goal of the series to this point contender. Absolute strike from him, but the woodwork was between me and a 1-0 lead, and we should hopefully, he says, deal with this. We've gotten it away, but only as far as Shepherd. Into Francois Zoko, who's turned Folman. Zoko draws a good save out of Norris. End to end this game right now. Chances coming at both ends of the pitch. Dolan will stand the corner up into the middle. But again, it's a poor one. His corners haven't been very good so far. Didn't want to dive in there with a challenge in case Mugabe went down, but we've cleared it away. Looks like, at least as we stand right now, we'll be going in at half-time at 0-0. Folman into Petrak. Wide to Navarrete. Driving inside. Just lay that in front of Petrak, who has scored a couple of decent goals so far this season from similar positions and adds to that tally. Cambridge 1, Yeovil 0. We knocked on the door throughout the first half. Couldn't find a way through. Start of the second half. Door was wide open. Didn't even have to knock. It flies straight into the back of the net with the first chance of the half. We lead at last. Navarrete. Oh, not the best of balls, but it did find Xavier, but his pass is picked off by Butcher. Out wide here to Dawson, into Mugabe. He's not got many options. Petrak could get a foot in, and he has done. Not once, but twice. Very well done by Petrak. Will look to send Lozano away. Forced him a little bit too far wide with that, unfortunately, but he's going to turn inside brilliantly. Anthony Lozano still going. Anthony Lozano straight at the keeper. Lozano out to Petrak. I see Navarrete there in the central position, and he'll set up Wiedemont, who draws a good save at the keeper. Was hoping he was going to try and find the top corner rather than the bottom, but never mind. We'll take the throw. Navarrete into Lozano. Petrak's there, and we'll lay that back to Xavier. Wiedemont again in a decent position, and again turns well, and again, strikes the bar. How unlucky can you get? Wiedemont with a great effort. Oh, what a save, Krysiak. Wow. So Lozano hits the bar in the first half, and then Wiedemont hits the bar in the second. And it's play like that from Wiedemont that means that the new youngster, whilst he is very good, is still at this moment in time in the save going to struggle to find regular first team. Wow, going to struggle to find regular first team football unless Navarrete's injured, but he's not. He's up. Garvey forwards to Zoko. I shouldn't have committed there. Never mind. They've worked it out wide to Campbell. John Mason with him. Decent delivery. And Clark Salter stumbled there as he was trying to clear the ball. Someone's getting a yellow card. That would be for the tackle on Navarrete earlier on. That was absolutely horrible from Ryan Dixon. Corner to come in. I have taken Navarrete off for Nicola Greco, who can play on the right hand side as well. In his he's by default a left mid, but he can play left mid or right mid. So I brought him on the right hand side here. Wiedemont's been playing well, so I didn't see the need to take him off. And Navarrete was really struggling with stamina, so took Navarrete off, and we've brought on Nicola Greco, and we'll see if he can actually have anything to say between now and the end of the game. Here's Lozano into Luke Berry, who's also come on, and Wiedemont's there, and Lozano's made the run. We'll poke it to him before he runs offside. Good footwork from Lozano. I need runners, and there is one in Wiedemont, and this is not why he's in the starting lineup. He's having great opportunities though. Pull that back here to Berry, into Greco. Good footwork. Greco. Oh, first chance, first shot, first touches as a Cambridge United player for Nicola Greco, but they go out via a deflection for a corner. He's whipped in a good delivery though, and we might be able to get another one. It's going to pop back out to him here, Greco. We'll stand it up into the middle, and Uche draws a good save out of Krysiak again. Positive signs from Greco in his first few moments as a Cambridge United player. Dawson into Dolan, to Butcher, into Smith, out wide to Dawson. This is a great move, and if it ends in a goal, then fair play. That is fantastic football from Yeovil Town. A brilliant goal, very late on as well, that will probably see us go to a replay now. We've had all of the chances in this second half, but that was such a good swept finish into the bottom corner. You'll see it here, just bending away from the keeper as well and hit with power. Norris no chance. Yeovil 1, Cambridge 1. Dolan with a big switch, and it's a great switch, and Dixon lays that down to Campbell. They almost won it here with a chance right at the death. That's not where that was supposed to go. It was supposed to go straight to Greco. Wow. Yeovil fought hard in that second half. They have their keeper to thank and the crossbar to thank for them not losing that game by a margin, but they've earned themselves a replay and fair dues. It was a great goal that they scored, and a goal of that quality probably deserves at least something, and that something is going to be a replay back at Hewish Park. But Middlesbrough beat Liverpool 2-0 at Anfield is a shock, well, not necessarily a shock result, but one of the bigger results that I see there. Any other shocks that we can see? Chelsea 4, Blackpool 1, Burnley and Palace see out a 0-0 draw. I couldn't really see anything else there. Let's have a look and see if we have any emails. We do, and one of them, it's just that Volman is going to be out for 3 weeks. Fair enough. Well, in which case we will replace him in the starting lineup. Now, when has that When has that replay been scheduled for? It hasn't yet been scheduled. All right, well, it will be either this Tuesday or next Tuesday, 10th or the 17th. We'll find out at the beginning of tomorrow's episode. But that's going to bring today's to a close. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please do continue to let me know your transfer suggestions in the comments section down below. And subscribe to the channel too if you haven't already. Hit that thumbs up button. And I will see you next time.